What's up, YouTube? This is a public service announcement. There's a lot of shoes right now for sale on GOAT and StockX that are pretty cool, especially basketball shoes. I think you guys should check them out. Here's an example of an interesting shoe that you can get for way under retail right now. This is the KD12 YouTube, I believe. It's got a nice little YouTube type Kevin Durant logo right up here. If you guys can see. Quite an interesting little shoe. So this is a very interesting pair of sneakers. It's a limited basketball shoe and you can get it for way under retail right now. Maybe something you might want to consider adding to your collection. I mean, I got this from the outlet. I paid more than like the current value of the sneaker. I got it for $200, 30% off. I think that comes to about $140. And I'm pretty sad about it because I thought these would go up in value very quickly, but I guess I was wrong. So maybe check these out and I'll go through a few more things on StockX with you guys right now. Right before we do that, I thought I would show you the sneakers in a little bit more detail because I mean, they are pretty special. As you can see, there's a little skip ad tab at the back of the sneaker. Got the YouTube logo on the right side of the shoe. Similarly enough, there's like a Kevin Durant YouTube type logo right here. I mean, these are awesome. I'm gonna show you some screenshots here, how much you can pay for them depending on what size you are. If you look inside the shoe, you get a little search icon. That's really cool. Like, you don't find these little things in a lot of these shoes that people are paying a lot for these days. I think this might be a pretty interesting piece, maybe like a couple of years after Kevin Durant retires. Maybe that might happen sometime soon. Like, what if there's no more NBA? You know? Maybe get your hands on a few of these interesting shoes. The grip pattern at the bottom is pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't play ball in these, that's just me. But I'm super picky about what shoes I use for basketball. Got all these play logos, closed captions, KD, play, pause. A lot of very interesting stuff going on with the shoe. Anyway, let's check out some stuff on StockX and GOAT, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so here we are on GOAT, where we can buy this shoe under retail in a size 5 men's, in a size 8.5, in a size 9.5, in a size 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I mean, these are not the greatest prices in some of the sizes, but I mean like $110 for a size 10.5 with no box, that's pretty good. $130 with box and lid is pretty good. At the end of the day, I just think this is one of those shoes that shouldn't be going under retail. I guess they probably made too many and it's not that in demand. But here's a shoe I find interesting. Continuing with my theme of interesting shoes going under retail, here's a Jordan 1 Retro High Fearless Metallic Rose Gold. It's a women's shoe. Now I understand it's not the typical Jordan 1, but I definitely think that it's worth a little bit more than it's trading at right now. I mean, if you look at the 52-week high, it's $427. There was clearly a lot of hype on these when they came out, mostly because they were super limited. But now we can see there's quite a lot of quantity in the market, so the price has gone down quite a lot. You can pretty much get any size under retail on StockX. These are prices in Canadian dollars. The most expensive one here is the 11 women's for 191 Canadian, and if you look right here, the retail is 160 US, which is a little bit more than 190 Canadian. Now before I end this video here, I just want to go through a few colorways of Kyrie 5s that are going for under retail. This is a pretty nice colorway, a lot of good pricing right here, especially for that size 13 at 63 US dollars. The red colorway, quite similar. I mean, the 9.5 is a little expensive, but this 11.5 at 65 is a pretty good deal. 10.5 at 65 is a pretty good deal too. Now there's a bunch of Kyrie 6s too, but I'm not a huge fan of the 6, so I'm just going to show this one for now. These $70 price tags look pretty good. This colorway is not too bad. It's a little bit more expensive than the others, but $75 for a size 11 is pretty good too. Kyrie 6 trophies. Some of these prices are pretty good. $75 for a size 5. Obviously, that's going to be pretty cheap though. Maybe this pricing is not that great. Kyrie 5 cookies and cream, size 12 at $105. That's pretty good pricing. And thanks for watching the video. Definitely check out a lot of the basketball shoes on StockX. You might be able to find a good deal in your size. I hope you enjoyed the content.